the mind has this crazy idea that wanting things is a way of getting what it wants. So for example, if we think we want money, that perfect body, that relationship, that car, that job, that promotion, if we think we want that, and we add an emotional charge to that, and we add feeling to wanting that thing, unconsciously to do that, it's a mind creating an illusion. But by doing this cycle of creating this wantingness, it creates this illusion that doing this, it's going to bring this wantingness, it's going to magically bring whatever we think we want into us. So what do you want? What do you think you want? Do you think you want promotion? Do you think you want money? Do you think you want that perfect body? Do you think you want accomplishment? Do you think you want, I don't know, I'll leave that to you. There's some examples of what people think they want. But let's break this down, this wantingness together. It's all about positive feelings from Letting Go by David Hawkins. And at the end of the chapter, he discusses this in the positive feelings and his theory of how actually wanting things is getting in the way of us making rational choices, making decisions and choices to actually bring what we think we want into us. And by actually wanting for something, it's actually blocking it off from coming into us. So it's this crazy thing that our mind does, what our mind does. And why does that? Probably lack. It's in a state of lack, it's a limited state. But being aware of it, being aware that wanting something it's not going to pull in. It's not going to pull anything into it. And it's in society that, that wanting, you should want something. It's a habitual thing, and it's a collective societal thing, that the belief that we should want things. But it's actually blocking us off, because actually wanting something, but wanting this feeling, it doesn't do anything for us, because the result of actually the fact comes something coming into us it's just purely based on it's based on fact. So if you want money, it's not going to come into you because you want it. It's only going to come into you by, well, firstly, being this state of gratitude. So creating that feeling of gratitude and embodying the feeling that's already into you. That's the law of attraction. But the opposite of that is being in lack. It's only being the place that you don't have that thing, and you're incomplete with that thing. So that's the opposite of gratitude. But to actually break this down, so as I've said, you have to agree that things come into us, things happen based on choice and decisions. That's the 3D reality we live in. And as I said, wanting this is just based on fear. And so when we clear the path of wanting things, this illusion that's been created, I've been conditioned to feel, is actually blocking us off. And it's a paradigm. And it's surrendering to that. It's surrendering that way of being. It's basically putting you in lack. And as it says in the book, last part is, we have this perception that things coming into us will make us happy. It equals happiness. But it's not. Things coming into us isn't happiness. Because the fact that something has happened outside of you is just a fact. It's just a fact that's happened. It's just matter. If someone gives you some money, it's just a fact that thing has happened. You wanting that thing hasn't made it happen. It's just a fact. So it's actually your perception of this fact that actually makes you upset. It's actually your perception of this thing that's happened outside of you that makes you upset or makes you happy. So it's the power you give that fact. It's the power you give that fact. Your power. Your emotional charge. It's your emotional charge that you put on that thing that is upsetting you. It's not the thing. It's not the fact. It's not the event. It's the emotional charge. It's a feeling you give to it. You're enslaved by that. It's doing it, giving you that happiness or upset. That's messing with your brain. So, if you have to agree with that, it's not. So wanting it to be sunny tomorrow isn't gonna make it sunny tomorrow. By wanting something to happen tomorrow isn't gonna make it happen. And actually, what that wanting something to happen. So if you're wanting it to be sunny tomorrow, and it's raining all day, you're gonna be upset, aren't you? because you don't control if it's going to be sunny or raining. So it's actually your wantingness of the thing that is making you upset. And yes, it might be sunny tomorrow, which will probably make you happy. So do you get what I'm saying? That it's your wanting of the thing. It's the power you're giving to that thing outside of you. It's causing the upset. It's causing the anxiety. So letting go of this wantingness is actually going to clear the path, because you no longer want it to be sunny tomorrow. So how good is that? Your emotional charge is not on that thing. Your attention is not on that thing. And as Joe Dispenza says, what we place our attention is where we place our energy. So if your attention isn't on it being sunny tomorrow or something happening tomorrow, then there's no energy. So you're bringing all that energy in for you to make a better choice tomorrow. You've got more energy to create something tomorrow. So that's the theory about it's not what we want, it's who we're being. That's how the universe works. And actually, it's going to positive feelings now, positive feelings before it's happened is going to draw it into you. It's going to be the electromagnetic charge that's going to draw it into you before it's happened, not after it. I know the society says we should always thank after the event, but to bring the event into you, we have to be grateful before it's happened, to send that electromagnetic charge to bring it in. And it's not wanting things that's going to bring it in. I want this, I want that. It's not going to. It's an old method. It's a previous program. The new program is to be grateful before it's happened. Your happiness isn't based on what you think you want. Your happiness is not based on what you think you want. Because events outside of you are based on fact. And fact is a result of your choices and decisions you make, by your actions, by your behavior, by your habits. The habits you do, that's how facts outside of you materialize. So if we know this, you have to agree with that. You have to agree with that. So if you do agree with that, then you have to agree. But by wanting something, and by holding onto feelings of wantingness, and holding on to feelings that you believe that wanting something is actually going to affect it, is actually blocking you off from making the right choices, because you're a slave to that thing happening or not. You're emotionally slaved by that thing happening or not happening, because if that doesn't happen, you get upset, and when it does happen, you might get happy. But you do not control if it's going to happen or not. You only can influence it by your choices and your decisions and your behaviors and your habits. And all these things are going to be affected if you are feeling in a state of wantonness, in a feeling of upset. It's going to be influenced by if you're in a state of enslavement of your environment, of your this illusion that wantingness, that wanting things, is actually makes any difference. So when we're stuck, as the book Letting Go, when we're stuck in this feeling, of thinking that things outside of us make us happy, we're secretly not surrendering to it. We secretly believe that these feelings actually make any difference. This wantingness. So what are you going to do about that? Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree with that. So if you do agree with it, then I guess the choice you need to make is to start wanting things and just be grateful before the event, to clear out the path to making great choices tomorrow and intentions to give whatever you want, that you think you want, because what we think we want is not really what we want. It's just a trick in the mind. Because in the quantum world, it's unknown what could come into you. You don't, and what usually happens is we find joy in things that we don't expect that comes into us. When things happen, when the expected happens to us, it's not, there's no joy, because it's expected. It's just, if we expect something to happen, it's just expected. It's just familiar. There's no surprise. But but you have to agree that everything that has happened to you, that you found the most joy in, has been unexpected to you. A surprise. So what about this paradigm? What a ha-ha moment this is. So then, if your brain is working now and you think, yeah, actually, the best things that has happened to me is unexpected, has been unexpected. So then, if you agree with that, then let's not expect anything. Let's just give up. Let's just let go of wanting things. Let's just let the world do its thing. Let's just let the universe do its thing. And behave, be in intention, make good choices with a feeling that thing has already happened. To make better choices, better decisions tomorrow or now. Clear the path. Clear the path for these choices, clear the path for intentions. Stop wanting. You don't want it. It's an illusion. You think you want it, you don't want it. what you think you want is expected. All the good things that have happened to you have been unexpected. Wanting is based on the predictable, because you can't want things that are unknown because it hasn't happened yet. You don't know. You can't want it because it's not happened yet. You've not received it. It's boring wanting things because you can only want things you've already had. You already know about. Wanting is in the known world. If you want to live in the known world, if you want to live in the known and get what you want, what you already have. If you want to live in the known world, in the Newtonian world, then yes, want things you've already had yesterday, and you will get what you had yesterday. You will get more of what you had yesterday, more of what you had 10 years ago, more of all them things. Get all the predictable things into your life. Keep wanting that. If you suffered in the past, if you want things, keep wanting. You'll get suffering. But if you want unexpected things to happen to you, these great moments of unexpectedness, this surprise, that great job that comes knocking in your door, that relationship that you didn't expect to walk in, that amount of money, those opportunities that have come in your way in the past when you didn't expect them to come in. Stop wanting things. So that's my video, my little journal, just for really myself, because just to train myself on that, because telling you the truth here, it's a very interesting point for me. It's resonated with me how I am a state of I have this feeling. I'm stuck in this feeling of wanting things, and outside of me. But actually, that paragraph in letting go is actually, it's been a shift. It's been another shift. It's definitely something I'm going to draw attention to. It's going to be aware of, and definitely going to let go. Definitely going to do the inner work and let go of wanting things to make better choices and make better decisions. Clear the path. How good will that be? How good will it feel like not to want anything? It's just be here, sat in this moment now, in this divine present moment, not wanting anything. Just relax, let go, be grateful. What could come in? What could come in this place? What ideas could come in? What inspiration? What could you draw in from this place? It's unknown. The thing is, we don't know what could come in. And that's a great part of it. Just listen. What can you hear? Wanting this kills your dreams. It kills the unknown. It means you're stuck. It means you're in lack. It means you're in a limited state. The good news is you can change. You can change your state of being by thinking and feeling and acting like it's already happened. That thing, that relationship, that job, that promotion, that situation, whatever you think you want in your head, it's already happened. You can relax. How good is that feeling? It's all in your head. Because facts in itself are just neutral. It's the power you give to it. You're here now. It's safe in the now. You will always be safe in the now. Thank you. Speak soon.